Okay. Ah. There we go. Good. So now I just got to find out where I am. Very, very tired. Legs. Get that off. Yep. Okay. Good. That's off. Where's my? Oh, it's in the back. Okay. Definitely went through at least half. Oh, that's good. Now I've got to. What's the time? 4 o'clock. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. Like, legs do hurt. Now, now we gotta find out where I am. Okay, so if I. Okay, let's go all the way back to Arnold. Should be. No traffic, that's a good sign. And now, make sure this is all running. Yeah. $28. Natin Thai. 28 分 Japanese. Okay, I'm gonna turn. Relax. Yeah, that's driving and everything. Yeah, 2 hours. So. I just need really 300 clients around Australia, and that'll be a great start. Just 100 to start off with. Just 100 would be really good. It's definitely going to start to take over. The problem is, though, Australia just seems slow to adopt anything new. I'm not, and there's nothing. It's definitely problematic because I'm pretty sure businesses are going out of business because they can't afford they can't afford staff or things like that. But if they did some basic AI stuff that costs like $20 a day and said they could probably keep all their staff that they currently have, get AI to do some functions so they can stay afloat. Because if they hire a new person, they can't afford it at the moment unless they can do like casual part-time workers. I was speaking to somebody the other week about that. He said they want to do they can't afford, but they've had agencies contact them to do bring people over on the short-term, temporary staff from overseas and things like that. He was just saying it's just that's where we have to go, but they don't get. I don't know how the system works, but they're not like it's like gig jobs. That's it, gig jobs, casual on-call basis. But how do they get? I would have thought the visa would be much more difficult to get. I mean, who knows? Whenever the Australian government does something, there's always a way around it. Like I just speaking to a woman who did an older lady Uber Eats. She says per hour it's under the minimum, but Uber Eats can get away with it because of the system they, you know. And it's just funny, all the work holiday visa people, they're doing Uber Eats. A lot of them anyway. What's the other thing? Uber Eats and something else. Amazon. Yeah, do we need people? Do we need to import people to do those? If Australians did them, at least they'd get superannuation and they'd get work, employment opportunities. Any takers? No, not really. It's a nice place to live around. QAS, it sounds like the police. Ambulance, not police, ambulance. Some nice homes out this way in just Yatala on the nice big country estate looking things. That's nice. Reminds me of an old lady in Japan that when I lived in Kagoshima. I lived in Kirishima in the countryside. This older lady, she had this huge, house that was it was made out of wood. It was all well put together, but her family was very well to do, but she had this beautiful block of land that could oversee the whole of the mountains and everything. She said that her son was living in Germany and her daughter had married a German. I don't really understand. Both the kids went to Germany. They didn't go to like Australia or Japan. Well, they've been, of course, but she said, I've got nobody here who wants this. And I remember her saying, Dave, if you get married, you can have my home and I'll go live in a small apartment because I can't take care of it. I just remember looking around, it had everything was from the 60s there in that home. And the television, it was unused, but it was in a living room, and she had the 60s television. It was in another room, off the like one of the last rooms on the side of the home. She had the older equipment. The other thing was an older radio player, like a really like 1960s, but she had an updated CD player version one. She had a larger television.
In 600 meters at the roundabout,
and that's Woolworths right there. Okay, and then she had all the furniture was all handcrafted, and it probably would have been older than the 60s, but broken his arm or some poor guy. But it was just so interesting that whoa, that was said to me, if you marry the Hamaguchi girl, I'll give you the home. And no, yeah, I'll give it to you. And
Exit the roundabout onto Creek Street. Continue on Creek Street for 2 kilometers.
you can have my And when I took Maho there, she was like, "This is huge. Look at the size of this." The living room was just 80 square, 60, 80 square meters. Just massive. No pillars. It was just one huge open room. And her husband was a very astute businessman who also turned to politics. And yeah, I always thought that was a beautiful home, and she had this in the large lounge room. They had a wood fire heater, cast iron. It was beautiful. Usually you found those portable kerosene heaters in Japan, but she had this beautiful wrought iron, wasn't it? No, cast iron. It was cast iron. Very large wood heater. Other rooms she had kerosene heaters, and no electric heaters. It was always kerosene. And it was just, I'd stayed when she had visited her sister in another part of Japan, Nagano. Her sister had been married off to someone in Nagano. And
Turn left to stay on Creek Street. In 100 meters, at the roundabout, take the first exit to Riverina Drive. Exit the roundabout onto Riverina Drive. In 100 meters, at the roundabout, take the third exit onto the Pacific Motorway
a beautiful old church.
to Gold Coast.
And
Exit the roundabout onto the slip road. In 600 meters, merge
we had slept there a few times, and they had that wood fire heater running. You just wanted to fall asleep in the lounge room. So you'd bring down so you'd unfold the bed on the Japanese bed on the floor, but the ones that she had were really cushiony. I wish things had worked out in Japan. I would have still been there. It was just not in the city. I didn't want to stay in the city. I wanted to stay in the country. I wanted to stay there. Just such a great thing. Such a great place in the Kirishima Mountains in Japan. Like, I can still see it when I close my eyes, think about it. I can still remember the places I used to go and see. good, really good. Building more and more stuff out here. Amazing. So tired. No, I know where I'm going. Why are you telling me to do that? I'm not turning right there.